Hello everyone, I'm Darth Briarboy, and I'm here to discuss the greatest sequel ever, or at least one of the greatest sequels of all time, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. This is the 1980 version. The version that you should always see rather than the stupid special edition, if you're lucky like me to have this DVD edition. So, like the last Star Wars review, I'm going to talk about the plot. So, the plot is it's a few years after the Battle of Yavin 4, and Luke, Leia, Han, and the rest of the Rebel Alliance are all on Hoth. And Luke sees a meteorite that was sent from the Empire to check where the Rebels are. Luke's like, "Hey Han, I'm gonna check it out." Snow White comes, knocks him the fuck out. And then Han's like, "What the fuck, where's Luke?" And then Han and Leia have a little talk. And then you start to see Han and Leia's romance in the film. And this is how romance is done really well in Star Wars, with Han and Leia. And their relationship really does grow. But going back to Luke's story, Luke's in the ice pit, you see a little bit of the monster. You hear him. Luke's like, shit. It's actually a really intense scene. Uses the Force, gets himself out, cuts the monster arm off, gets the fuck out of there. Then he starts hallucinating about Obi-Wan. Luke, Ben, you will go to the Dagobah system. There you will learn from Yoda, the Jedi Master who instructed me. And Luke's like, Ben! Luke faints, Han finds him, Tauntaun dies. There's a classic scene where Han takes the lightsaber, cuts the Tauntaun. "This may smell bad, kid, but it'll keep you warm." And he's like, I thought they always smelled bad on the outside. And then we get to the Battle of Hoth, which is one of the greatest battles that Star Wars has to offer. You see the AT-ATs, you see the Rebels fucking up the AT-ATs, you see the AT-ATs fucking up the Rebels. And you're wondering, well, why is Vader? And then you also gotta wonder, because in the opening title crawl, Vader is personally looking for Luke. Darth Vader is personally after Luke. And you may wonder, well, why is Darth Vader after Luke Skywalker so much? And as established in Episode 4, he's like, I wasn't strong with this one. Meaning he sensed that the Force was strong in him. And then he's like, we have a new enemy. The Sun. And then, after the Battle of Hoth, and after the two groups are separated from each other, after Han and Luke are separated from each other, we get to the Empire. And the Empire's like, my master. And then Sidious tells Vader that we have a new enemy. The son of Skywalker must not become a Jedi. Vader suggests if he could be turned, he could be a very powerful ally. And the Emperor's like, yes, he could be a great asset. Can it be done? You will join us or die, master. So then, prior to that, he met Yoda a little bit, but now we're in Yoda's cave, and Luke doesn't know this is Yoda yet, okay? So Luke's like, how far away is Yoda? And Yoda's testing his patience, because Yoda's got his very unorthodox way of training Luke in this, and I love this scene so much. He's like, and then Luke's like, I can't believe I'm doing here. What am I doing here? We're wasting our time. And then you find out who Yoda is. And Yoda's like, I cannot teach him. Much anger in him, like his father. Ben Kenobi's like, was I any different when you taught me? And Luke's like, Ben, I am ready. Ben, tell him I'm ready. He's like, ready are you? For 800 years have I trained Jedi. And he starts describing Luke and saying he's reckless, but Luke's saying he's learned so much and he's training. And then we get to the thing that was really lacking in the prequel trilogy, which was a good training montage with the main character, which is Luke in this one. And Luke's learning how to become a Jedi. And as Luke is learning, we're learning with Yoda, and it's such a great, and these scenes are so good to watch. And then, of course, there's that iconic scene where you just gotta see it for yourself.
I can't. It's too big.
Size matters not. Look at me. Judge me by my size, do you? And where you should not. For my ally is the Force. And a powerful ally it is. Life creates it. Makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us. And binds us. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. You must feel the Force around you. Here, between you, me, the tree, the rock, everywhere. Yes, even between the land and the ship.
You want the impossible. I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
Han, Leia, Chewbacca, and 3PO are on Bespin. They meet Lando, and Lando seems like a cool guy. Like, hey, it's Han's old buddy, the smuggler, but he's cool now. They start talking, and then you find out Lando turns Han over to Vader. And many people give Lando shit in this, but we're never told what Vader said he would do if Lando didn't agree to this. Okay, imagine this, like Jeremy Johns brought this up. Oh, Vader probably made him an argument like this. Okay, I will murder every last man, woman, and child and make you watch unless you don't turn Han in. And that's kind of the feeling you get, because Lando's like reluctant to follow Vader, but he's like so conflicted, and I love that. And then Vader's like, we will test this on Captain Solo. We get to the iconic scene where Han and Leia are wondering if they're ever going to see each other again.
No, stop! What are you doing? Stop! Kill me! Yes, stop, please! I'm not ready to die!
Hey! Listen to me! Chewie! Chewie, this won't help me! Hey! Save your strength. There'll be another time.
That scene always makes me cry, okay? When Han goes in the chamber and the ominous smoke coming from Vader, it's like, and then you see the smoke from Vader's mask, and you're like, man, Vader is one cold son of a bitch! Luke follows his premonition about Han and Leia getting hurt, and he goes in, and Ben and Yoda are like, Luke, don't do this! Wait! Think! And Luke's like, I will return, I promise! And then Ben's like, and then Obi-Wan's like, that boy was our last hope. And then Yoda says, no, there is another. Then he goes to Bespin and confronts Vader, and Vader in this fight is toying with him. He's fucking with him. He's mocking Luke, and Luke's obviously giving Vader a lot of chances, and Vader just fucks Luke up. But then eventually Luke starts, getting a little bit above Vader, so Vader's like, okay, enough of this shit. Basically beats Luke into submission in that final scene in the investment where Luke and Vader sprung up and Luke hurts Vader a little bit, and Vader's like, oh, cuts his hand off. Here's the famous I'm your father scene.
There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you. Luke, you do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power. Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
I'll never join you!
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough! He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
No. It's not true. That's impossible!
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
No! No!
Luke, you can destroy the Emperor. He has foreseen this. It is your destiny. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son. Come with me. It is the only way.
Yeah, he just went there. So then we see Luke is broken. He's shell-shocked by this information. And then we start to see another brilliant sign of foreshadowing when Luke can no longer contact Obi-Wan. So he seeks Leia. And we feel Leia's connection with the Force. Such a brilliant scene. And then we get to the father-son scenes, which are so brilliantly done. And we get Luke's sense of betrayal with the Ben. Why didn't you tell me? He feels betrayed. And I love those scenes in this movie. And I love the conflict and the connection. And then they get the hyperdrive generator fixed. They get the fuck out of there. And Vader's pissed. Because in the movie, Vader's like, if you don't do what I say, your ass is gone. There ain't no Tarkin to guard me. Oh no. You fuck with me, your ass is gone. So then Luke gets his robotic hand. It ends. Han and Carbonite. Lando going to Tatooine. And it ends in space. And that's all I can say about The Empire Strikes Back. The plot is brilliant. The character development is really good. It's the perfect example of how a sequel should be done. This is a clear 10 out of 10. 2 thumbs way up. One of the greatest films ever. Everyone is great. Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Billy D. Williams all do a fantastic job. And if you're lucky enough to get this edition, check it out. Live long and prosper and have a great day.